which is
Welcome back to a glorious evening here on Exigent Sports. I'm your host, Coach DJ Pendergrass, and we have an amazing show here for you today. We have our committed player of the week on the way to Memphis, Tiana Taylor. We're excited about that. Our committed player of the week, that is our committed player of the week. Our Bolo player of the week is Jaden Bunce. That kid's from Cofield, and he shows out all day, every day. He's a good kid, and I'm glad we got him. We was able to get a hold of Jerry Williams and his girls from his AAU tournament. A three-peat just happened in AAU girls basketball, and I love talking about women's sports just because, I think they deserve all the credit in the world, and they don't get as much as they deserve, but Caitlin Clark is helping that turn, and I'm a big fan of Caitlin Clark, who just had 10 turnovers in our debut yesterday, by the way. So those of you that's keeping up with WNBA, she came out, she played ball, but she had 10 turnovers, which is the most for a debut of a rookie. My co-host today, Darren Osborne, the man, the myth, the legend, and Coach Kegley has brought along Eli Brumman and Dakota Atkins, who's over on the bench with him. But right here, right now, I have Coach Tony Kegley. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm blessed, Coach. Tell me something slick so I can slide.
Got nothing for you. School's almost out.
School's almost out. Now, how long is school before school is out, Coach?
Kids' last day is Monday.
Okay.
My last day is Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's been a long season, and you've done everything from basketball to football to baseball. What don't you do at Oliver Springs?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it. But you
shout out to Lady Cats. They came through tonight. They beat Wartburg 6-4. They are region champions.
Nice.
They're going to be hosting a sectional on Friday.
Nice.
Shout out to them. Morgan Meredith's done a good job with that bunch.
That is awesome, man. We're going to have to, and you're the athletic director, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to need you to give me that contact.
I'll do that.
We got to get those girls in
I'll be happy to do that.
I got to. We always got to make sure that we're representing the ladies out there. So congratulations out there, Lady Cats. And I'm a huge fan of the Bobcats. One day my son decided out of the blue he wanted to play for Oliver Springs Bobcats, and I thought it was the weirdest thing in the world. And then I put on purple, and somebody said, you look good in purple. So I've been cool with it ever since.
Purple's a good color.
So, Coach, tell me about your I know we just ended baseball,
yes,
but you did have a great season this year. Tell me a little bit how that came along, and what are your plans for next year?
We ended up 16-9. Is that right, guys? Finished second in the district.
Yeah.
Went into the district tournament. Didn't play our best baseball, but we got really better as the season went along.
Gotcha.
And that's a tribute to the players. Dakota had a really good year. Eli had a really good year. Cooper Jones came on. Several guys stepped up. Our roster ended up being 10 deep.
Oh, wow.
Which in baseball
makes
you kind of nervous. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A lot of times there were 9 guys that were healthy. So we're playing every game with 9 guys, and it was all hands on deck. These guys bought in. They played a lot of different positions. Some guys took on some different roles.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys that we weren't planning on playing a lot this year got thrown out there, and we found out that they can produce a little bit.
Absolutely. That's nice. Now, how many seniors did you have on this team?
2.
Dakota?
And a guy we call Big Mike, Michael Whidden.
Michael Whidden.
Two guys that we're really going to miss.
Yes.
Dakota and Mike are probably polar opposites as far as their play goes.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota is a real fiery, intense kind of guy.
Yeah.
Mike is real quiet, unassuming, but he just shows up every day and goes to work.
Nice. So those 2 will be gone. You had a 10-man roster. You need 9 to play.
I've already beat the bushes. I've got 8 middle school guys.
Okay, that's where I was going. That's where I was going. And then will Carson Seaver be one of those guys?
Yes, he will.
That's my buddy. I was able to coach Carson Sieber the year my son decided he wanted to be a Bobcat.
Yeah.
I started off helping Dad.
Yeah.
And at the Jamboree, Kevin told me, "Dog, DJ, this is your team. Just go ahead. You got it, buddy." That wasn't the plans. I was just helping Dad. But Kevin gave it over to me. But kudos to Kevin for that, and I enjoyed it. I met a lot of people, and I'm gonna tell you the great thing that I love about Oliver Springs. So I come from Oak Ridge coaching, right? Those parents didn't bother me a bit. They loved me to death, and they knew that they wanted their kids to earn whatever they got. If they wasn't playing, they knew why they wasn't playing. Nobody ever questioned me. So the community and how you guys do things out there from Little League all the way up, it's always bringing one another up. No matter how bad things are,
If
it's
they see
bringing
that
one
you
another
care
up.
about kids, they respect that.
And it was awesome. It was the most awesome experience I had as a coach. It pushed me along to keep wanting to coach, and I can't say more about that community and those group of parents that I had. I was able to coach a couple years out there, but I seen that in every age group, right? Every age group in Little League, I seen that it was all about just bringing each other up. Somebody's going to do bad. Nobody pounded you for doing bad.
Right.
It was all about bringing you up. How did that culture come about, and has it always been like that?
As long as I've been there, I came in 1997, so I've been there a minute.
Yeah.
A lot of changes has happened in the program and the school. They expect you to play hard.
Yeah.
If you play hard, they're going to come out and support you.
Absolutely.
We've probably been right around a 500 team the last couple of years, but my teams are known for playing hard and playing gritty. I'm an intense coach. That's probably why me and Dakota sometimes we butt heads. We're a lot alike.
Yes.
The thing about Dakota is you can't tell what the score is by the way he plays. He plays the same way whether we're ahead by 10 or we're behind by 10.
Understood.
And that's in all three. He probably like that in golf too. Probably in some ways golf helped him a little bit because you can't get fired up when you're playing golf.
Right.
You got to kind of keep an even keel.
Even keel,
And
yeah.
that's where Eli is really good.
Yeah.
When he's pitching, he's real calm all the time.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, let's talk about these players over the bench. Let's take it over to the bench with Darren Osborne, and let's meet Eli Brummett and the senior Dakota Atkins. It's on you, Darren.
All right. Guys, if you want to just state your name and sports you play and what year you're in, and go from there.
I just graduated last night at Oliver Springs, and I played baseball, basketball, football, and golf.
Jeez.
My name is Eli Brummett. I'm going into my senior year next year, and I play baseball and golf.
Now, Darren, what you may not know is the kid right beside you, Eli, that's Tony Brummett's boy. You remember Tony, the left hand?
Yes.
Yes, that's Tony's boy right
Okay.
there.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that resemblance now. Okay. All right. Good. Dakota.
Yes, sir.
So, in your career, I know you said you just graduated. What's been your most memorable, far as in baseball, memorable moment?
Good question. I don't know. Baseball games, it's kind of hard to, have memorable moments, but like.
Well, we can go to another sport that you play because you
Football.
multi-sport. Okay.
Made it to the Final Four last year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. What about you, Eli? What's been your most memorable moment?
Honestly, my most memorable moment is probably recently at the end of the baseball years, or at the end of the season. I started hitting really well, and I was hitting home runs, and I don't know, I felt very successful with my hitting.
Okay.
I was at a very good spot.
Good. And Dakota, now that you've graduated, you got plans for your future? What's that look like for you?
I'm going to go around state to study chemical engineering technology, and I want to play baseball there.
Okay. All right. Now, Eli, have you thought about what you're going to do afterwards, after you graduate, after next year?
Yeah, hopefully after I graduate next year, I'm definitely going to college for either marine biology or engineering. Hopefully play baseball after after high school, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm definitely looking forward to college, though.
Let me ask you, Eli, would you prefer to swing the golf club or the bat?
That's a tough question because golf's definitely more long-term. I could definitely play that for longer, but I definitely say I have to go with baseball because it's been my lifelong sport. I've been playing it since I was 4 years old. Travel ball since I was 7, so I really enjoy baseball.
All right, good. So, out of your teammates, between you and Dakota, who's the leader? Who's the guy on the team that got everyone fired up and ready to play and put everybody in check if someone got out of line?
I say it's me or Eli.
Yeah,
Definitely me or Eli.
definitely me or Jack. If anyone was slacking off or not giving effort, we would definitely say something to them and put them in line.
Yeah.
We're good. Got to have that leadership.
We definitely got a lot of guys that do that, so we were doing it very often.
Who's the jokester on the team?
Bokey.
Liam Bokey.
Liam Bokey.
Bokey, that's Tennessee J's quarterback there.
100%.
I love Bokey. He's definitely the jokester. Matter of fact, he was actually in your role a couple weeks ago as a host because he just has that personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he definitely brings a lot of energy to the field, though, that we definitely needed this year.
Yeah.
It helped also at the same time.
It made it very fun this year.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, guys, I want to know, Dakota, out of all the years you've been playing ball, and I don't care what sport it is, who's had the most impact on you as a coach? Who is your favorite coach of all time?
Of all time. You make me think. Middle school, high school. I'd say Coach Kegley, honestly.
Yeah.
He coached me defensive backs for all 4 years. Coached me baseball for 4 years.
Yeah, and you guys butted heads for about 4 years.
Yes.
Absolutely. And
Probably more the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Early on,
the maturity thing for him.
and his competitive spirit.
Yeah.
There's times when I know that I could see it in his body language and how he's carrying himself.
Right.
Right now is not the time to talk to him.
Right.
And especially during baseball, there was times I passed the talking over to Coach Brummett, who is our pitching coach and does a really good job,
Right,
or
right.
Coach Tinker,
Right.
who coaches the outfielders, but he's also got a relationship with Dakota, because I'm fiery. When something's on my mind, unfortunately, sometimes I say it.
Yeah, I love it. What about you, Eli? I lost you to Oliver Springs years ago when I was coaching 4 and 5 year old football. Looks like Oliver Springs had more room for you out there, and they stole you. You've been there forever, ever since then. So out of all the years that you've had a coach in whatever sport, who's made a lasting impact on you, and who's your favorite coach of all time?
Honestly, I might have to take it outside of my high school and middle school, outside of Oliver Springs. It's probably one of my coaches in travel ball growing up. His name was Jonathan Housewright. He coached me, and I was probably 11 or 12, and it was on the Knoxville Stars when I played travel ball for them. And he honestly he drilled the fundamentals into me, and he pushed us about as hard as we could go. And I think it showed for our results for travel ball when we were that age, if it even matters. But he's always stuck with me.
Well, it absolutely matters, especially if it was able to translate over into, middle school and high school ball. So shout out to that coach. There's always one that's going to impact. If you're a coach out there watching, you're going to make an impact on somebody somewhere down the line. I guarantee that coach didn't expect that if he's watching this. But you, too, can make an impact, and we have to pay some bills, so we'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time in and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
This is so much more open and lively than I think we're used to.
Food, entertainment, everything was great.
Amazing time, really amazing time. It's a great family outing. There's tons of vendors, plenty of food to eat.
You got to see it.
There's music, there's laughter, there's all of these amazing things just going on wherever you look and turn.
We plan to come back every year as long as I can.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I've been practicing my voice there.
Yeah,
Did I do okay?
Yeah, you did good.
Yeah, Jaden, you're supposed to finish. Let's do welcome back, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Welcome back to Exigent Sports. We're here live, guys. You're already here. Make someone the word. Go ahead and please share. Sharing is caring. And last week, I had to do a moment of silence for my friend, Red Jackson. I seen on BBBTV12.com. I want you guys just to go to BBBTV12.com. There's a lot of cool, inspiring things. BBB-TV does a lot of things for the local community. So I want you guys to go online, see what they offer, help this program grow bigger and bigger. And you can support Exigent Sports. I'll be more than happy. But overall, let's just help BBB Communications and what they do, because I think it is very valuable for the local communities. Nothing's for free, and we obviously need as much help as we can get. Right here, right now, we have Jaden Bunce, the man, the myth, the legend, Jaden Bunce from Cofield. How you doing, young man?
I'm good today. Just got out of practice, got in the shower, headed down here.
Yeah.
Really happy to be here.
Absolutely. I'm happy that you're here. Now, how many sports do you play, Jaden?
I'm really just focused on one. I played two, but I went away from the focus of basketball. I didn't think it was helping me in any way possible, so just wanted to focus more on football, so I'm done with it. Well,
when you say it wasn't helping you in any way possible, does that means for your future? Do you have ambitions to play collegiate ball?
That's what I'm trying to do. That's the goal.
Okay.
I was losing weight. It's hard to keep weight while you're playing basketball. I was trying to get faster, trying to get stronger, all that, and playing basketball don't really help with any of that.
Absolutely. So how important is the weight room for you?
It's up there in my top 3. It's God, eat, sleep, weight room.
Absolutely. I love that. That's perfect, man. So football is your main focus, and you have plans on playing collegiate ball.
Yes, sir.
If there was anybody that could offer you, what would just tickle your feathers?
Tennessee, of course.
Absolutely.
It's home.
Absolutely. Now, have you had a chance to go to any other camps?
I went to one Tennessee camp in last fall.
Okay. Continue to go to the camps. The next camp you go to, don't go and just showcase your talent. Be vocal on who you are, where you're from, and what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
Make a connection with a coach. I don't care if it's a line coach, a punter coach. I don't care what kind of coach it is. Make a connection and be verbal about who you are and why you're there. Don't just go, because some millions of kids out there that got talent, Jaden. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's not just good to, be the best in Cofield, be the best in East Tennessee, top the state, and work harder than everybody in America.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And make those connections in college. Whatever college camps you go to, right? And don't limit yourself to any. You know about the transfer portal.
Yeah.
It's harder for kids to come out of school now, right? High school, to go straight to D1, Power 5 schools because of the transfer portal. Don't let that hinder you or your thoughts, right? Just stay pecking at it, all right?
Yes, sir.
What, you said you're a sophomore?
I'm a sophomore.
Rising junior. So you got 2 more years at it.
I got 2 more.
What number do you wear?
I wear number 1.
Yeah, you wear number 1 for a reason. Why?
Because there's only one me.
Absolutely. I like that, Jaden. And you have power within you, right? You have power within you, and having God that's that forefront, right? That's going to be the best thing you can ever do continuously. Now, you're going to have hard times. It's going to be people that, may pass away in your life that's really close to you. It's going to be situations that, boyfriend, girlfriend type deal. It's going to never let life take you away from your vision, because he gave you that vision for a reason. It's yours to keep, all right?
Yes, sir.
If there was something that somebody didn't know about you, what is it? What is something that somebody might not know about you?
Something someone might not know about me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'd say I wouldn't necessarily say I'm good at singing, but I like to sing. Sing in the shower. That's top things of all time.
Oh, there we go. The natural reverb.
Yep.
I love it. I love to sing too, but mostly just on this show so Brad can laugh at me. Jaden, man, I appreciate you taking the time to join me here on Exigent Sports. Right here, right now, we're going to take it to the bench, and we're going to meet our committed player of the week.
We have Tiana Taylor, and you just committed to
the University of Memphis.
Woo! Right. Memphis, M-Town. What are you looking forward most about going to Memphis?
I'm most excited about meeting my new teammates, because there are some people like I've known for a really long time, like I've grown up with them, and then there's like 20 new people, and I'm so excited to be around a new environment and be around some new people.
Okay. And what are you going to be doing for the University of Memphis?
So I'm on the Memphis Palm squad, so I'll be making appearances at all sporting events. Football is our main one, but basketball, baseball, soccer, and then we also compete in January, where at UDA Nationals we do game day, hip hop, and prom.
Okay. Now with Memphis, you got Beale Street, so you got a love for the blues?
I personally haven't been on Beale Street yet. On my last trip, I kind of avoided it, but I do enjoy listening to the blues, and I think I'll get to experience it the next time I go down there.
Okay. Well, I'm sure your parents are very proud of you, Brandy and Brantley Taylor. I'm sure they're extremely proud and excited for you. So, what gets you going? What's your passion? What fires you up every day when you get up?
Just knowing that I have the ability to do what I do. Okay. I go to the studio just about every day of the week, and if I'm not teaching little kids, I am taking my own classes, and I love it. It's been that way my whole life, and I can't see myself not doing it. It's just I have a love for it like no other.
Okay. So
Tiana, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So after college, what do you think your future looks like? What would be the dream future for you after college?
As of right now, I'm not looking into getting into dancing professionally, unless it would be for some sort of artist or maybe an NFL team. But I kind of just see myself going and working in healthcare somehow.
Okay. Who would be the artist?
That's what I was going to ask anyway, Darren. So you hit it spot on. Sorry about that.
This is a long shot, but I would love to dance for someone like Chris Brown or even Beyonce.
Okay.
Two different sides of the industry, but they're background dancers. I just love them.
Okay.
That's sweet. And that, like I said, Darren, you hit spot on what I was going to ask. I am going to touch up on that, but I think she's pretty much answered it. What do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to have a stable job. My I'm kind of on the fence about like what I want to do career-wise. It's either going to be pediatric nursing, or I've really enjoyed like pharmacy and things like that. So I think I'm going to end up moving back home from Memphis. I'll end up moving back home and I'll find a job, because if the dancing career doesn't work out, I want to be able to make some money somehow.
Well, this is my suggestion to you, Tiana, and congratulations on your commitment. You are a committed player of the week. But my suggestion is reach for the moon, because even if you fall short, you'll still be amongst the stars. So if you have ambitions to backup dance for Chris Brown and his girls, or Beyonce and her girls, that is 100% possibility for you. It's about making connections. It's about who you want to know, and it's about putting yourself in position to do that. Now, that is my suggestion to you, okay? Now, what I want you to do for me is, when you get to have to be on the basketball court with Penny and all them, I want you to directly hook me up with Penny so he can get on this show right here, and we can have an interview with Penny Hardaway on Exigent Sports. How about that?
I'll see what I can do.
Tiana, if there was somebody that you would like to see on the show, who would it be?
I don't know. I think Penny Hardaway would be a good one, or
who?
Even what we were just talking about. Penny Hardaway would be a good one to have on here.
Well, that's your job now. You got 30 days to make that happen, okay?
Okay.
Tiana, thank you so much for joining the show. Darren, you're killing it over there, boss man. You're a natural over there. I appreciate it, guys. We appreciate you again sharing this, Karen. Make sure you let someone aware, and make sure you share. We're all over the platforms. We appreciate you being here. There is a time that we have to pay the bills, and that time is right now. So in just a few minutes, we'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
This is so much more open and lively than I think we're used to.
Food, entertainment, everything was great.
Amazing time, really amazing time. It's a great family outing. There's tons of vendors, plenty of food to eat.
You got to see it.
There's music, there's laughter, there's all of these amazing things just going on wherever you look and turn.
We plan to come back every year as long as I can.
We should never lose sight of our health. To keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference, so we can all continue to move forward together.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, DJ.
Guys, check this thing out here. You see this? My man Jerry Williams has 3 of these. Jerry Williams, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
My girls have 3 of them.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Jerry, you've been in AAU sports for a long while, right?
Yeah.
And some people have deemed you as controversial, right?
Oh,
Tell me, I'm going to jump straight to it. I'm just going to jump straight into it. You started a long time ago with your daughter.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about this here on the show. You did a little bit of help with me with, excuse me. You did a lot of help with me with the Tennessee Jays, transformed that, jumped into your own here, and your goal was just to overall help the community.
Sure.
You know, eventually make some of these happen. It didn't happen. What happened there, and what made you move forward to where you are now?
Well, speaking of the controversy, I noticed you did a great job of marketing by not putting me on the Facebook ad. He didn't want his phone blowing up all day. Like, what are you doing?
He didn't send me pictures.
What are you doing? What are you doing having him? What are you doing having him on the show? No, man. Honestly, I got into this a long time ago for the same reason a lot of people do. And my daughter wanted to play, and I wanted to give her the opportunities. And I looked around and I saw all the talent in the city of Oak Ridge, and I'm thinking to myself, well, if you're going to try to play high school ball, you got to start working now and working hard. So it just kind of grew from there. We tried to do it in Oak Ridge. We hosted one tournament here when I was with the Lady Jays, and it just got overall, and it's not just Oak Ridge, it's all, school systems in general. It got harder and harder to get gyms and then I started Bombers, and then COVID hit, so I knew it was going to be even harder to get gyms.
Yeah.
Had a chance, jumped over to Knoxville to an organization over there for a year. That's when Wes Carmichael out of Clinton and I kind of joined his team and my team, and I kind of looked around and thought, man, we could be pretty good. So we played 1 year as Dream Elite, and then Trotters contacted me, which Trotters has been around for 20 plus years. They're an all-girls program. They're very well respected nationally. So they contacted us, and from there the rest is kind of history. I mean, our first year as Trotters was as 8th graders. We added a couple of players to our already good core. And it's just kind of blossomed from there to where we are now 3 years later.
Well, it sounds like to me, because we mentioned a lot, and it doesn't sound like it's a knock against anything, anybody, anyone, any particular city or gym. It seems like destiny happened for you.
It just, you
right
got to
place, right time.
Yeah, you got to ebb and flow with it. I mean, you got to take what's given in front of you. I mean, honestly, I'm not from Oak Ridge. People, I didn't play ball here, so they don't know who I am. I'm 5'8", slow, old, and white. So I didn't have like a bunch of street cred to go put this basketball team together. So once Wes and I got together, we started just kind of going around, and we didn't purposely exclude anyone, whether it be Oak Ridge kids or whatever kids. It just kind of happened organically. And then honestly, and I don't say this to be braggadocious, but it's at a point now where people call us they want to get on our team,
right.
which is why we've built this great core of kids that are here local. But now, we've got kids from Upperman and York and Cherokee, North Carolina. So it's kind of branched out. But most of those kids, I'll be honest, I didn't reach out to any of those kids to be on the team. They just wanted to be a part of it. And it's a credit to these girls over here, because most of those kids that have come, when their parents call me or whatever, they'll say, when I asked my daughter who I wanted to play with, well, we want to play with that Trotters team because they're fun to play against and they're really good.
Right.
So it's a testament to these kids. And in this day and age of when things get tough, you transfer or you quit or you leave.
Yeah.
These two over here started with me in the 7th grade. I've got one girl, Emma Rainey from Bearden, who's been with me since the 4th grade. So it's just kind of.
So she's been on the Jays, the Bombers.
Yeah,
all the
she's
way
worn
up.
every AA uniform she's wore.
Yeah.
I was coaching, and unfortunately she's out with an ACL, but she'll be back with us next year to finish this run up. But just a lot of credit to what I call the Fab Five, which is the five that were part of all three of these things.
Right. Huge fan of Emma Rainey, by the way. To the family out there, always praying for her. Great young lady. Huge, fierce competitor. Great family, too.
Yep.
So, but no, that's pretty cool, Jerry. Now, I noticed that the Trotters are dark blue and yellow. Now, are you an Indiana fan? You didn't say where you was from, but I know you're from Indiana.
Absolutely. Born and raised.
Again, that's destiny, right?
Hoosier, Pacers. Yeah, you got it.
There it is. So it all just kind of worked out.
Yeah.
It's all destiny.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
If there was anything that you can change, what would it be?
I know you're looking for a real big philosophical answer here, but not a lot. I mean, I've done things. I'm proud of the way I've done things. We've been able, Wes and I have been able to build a really good team, a really good program. Unfortunately, along the way, you've got to be honest with people.
Mm-hmm.
But I would rather make an enemy being honest with someone than I would to make an enemy because I lied to them and they found out later on down the road that I wasn't truthful with them. So honestly, when it comes to obviously in my life, there's things I would do differently, but when it comes to AAU basketball, I wouldn't change a thing. I love the girls I have. They're loyal. They're great kids. They're fierce competitors. We have a great culture. And if you have those things and talent, you're going to win a lot of games.
And it's crazy you said that because that was my exact next thing. I used to sit where you sit with Graham's Gridiron Guidance, and he always talked about culture. You see Maryville football has a culture. Alcoa football has a culture, right? When you see those cultures, you see great things happen for that program. Just yesterday, I was doing some training at the Clinton facility with some Clinton football kids, where one of my kids go there as well. And I told them, I was like, how many players do you see go from Maryville year in and year out, just go D1? But they're still winning championship after championship.
Right.
There may be one trickle here or there, but it's not a big program that's just pumping out D1 players like you see Clinton now and Beard and them pumping out D1 players because of their culture. And that culture starts at the top. And I think you did a great job building that culture.
Thank you.
And so let's take it over to the bench. Tell us who you have over on the bench here.
I have two of my, I try not to use the word favorites, but two of my favorites. They've been with me now since 7th grade. Laney Carmichael and Addie Gamble, both from Clinton High School. So Oak Ridge, right now they're Trotters. Put your Clinton bias aside. They are Trotters right now. So, but yeah, Addie and Laney are unbelievable kids, great players, and super teammates.
So, ladies, not one, not two, 3-time AAU tournament champs?
There it is, guys.
All right. So, how do you stay on top? What does that look like for you all? You know, a lot of people get content, but what keeps y'all going?
Well, this year it was kind of like going in, especially after winning it 2 years in a row. This year it was kind of like it wasn't going to be a big deal if we won it, as Coach said, but it'd be a bigger deal if we lost it. So us losing would have been the talk of everywhere if we would have lost it, but us winning it, it was just everyone kind of expected it, I think.
What's been your favorite moment so far playing in the Trotters program?
Probably winning the first AAU state championship.
That one was special.
That one was, I don't think any of us expected us to do that one, or anybody there expected us to do it, so kind of.
When you exceed expectations and you surprise people. That's great. That's great. So, as far as like your future plans, where do you all see yourself? Where do you all want to be at within the next 3 or 4 years?
Playing basketball.
Okay. All right. Where at?
I don't know.
You got a school?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, I don't.
All right. What about you?
Playing basketball somewhere. I don't really know. I know eventually I want to find my way into the medical field somewhere, but other than that,
What would be your dream job in the medical field?
I don't know. I really haven't. Like an anesthesiologist, like all that type of stuff, but I haven't really just.
So if we wanted to talk about two women's programs, top women program on the collegiate level, UConn, South Carolina, or UT?
South Carolina.
I don't know. Probably South Carolina too, but it'd be hard for me to pass up UT just
Because it's home. Okay. All right. Can you all tell us what's been best or your best moment about working and being under Coach Jerry Williams in the program?
When he plays 5-on-5 with us. That makes it so funny. It's so funny.
Can he keep up?
Yeah, he can.
I think today his team may have went like a little. I think
We
they
won one game.
Yeah, they went
out
we
of
went,
like 6.
Yeah,
I
they won.
think.
Yeah,
You remember that game winner I hit?
yeah. He shot a 3 from a half court.
Okay. All right.
That's nice. Ladies, thank you again for joining the show. Lainey, you have been one of my Bolo players of the week, so it's glad to have you on. And I'm pretty sure I've had Addie on my top 5 or something like that. So it's great to have both of you girls in here. Now, who has been your favorite coach, all-time favorite coach since you've been playing ball?
Well, my dad is in here, so I guess I'm gonna have to pick him.
Well played.
What about you, Addie?
Well, ever since I've pretty much been playing basketball, it's been either Wes or Jerry. So
Yeah. So Darren had talked about you guys. You said you may be interested in playing some collegiate ball. But you also, well, Addie, I know what you want to do in the medical field in college. Lainey, what exactly would you want to do in college as your major?
Probably the medical field.
Medical field as well.
Be a nurse.
Well, and I heard Darren ask, what would it be in college? Well, in everything, it's like a tree. So when you go to college, you're going to pick your field that you want to go to, and it's like a tree. Every tree has branches. It's going to branch off. So figure out which branch is best for you. Obviously, hang on to that branch as tight as you can, and make sure you do that and complete it. Now, it seems like you girls are both sports strong, heavy, and you want to continue playing ball. Have any of you thought about aspirations in playing further, maybe overseas professionally or with the WNBA?
I would love to get that far, but I'd rather go on and work instead of going that way.
I think I would.
Lainey, tell me why you would just want to. Tell me why. Why'd you give me that answer? No, I this is serious. I want to know. Tell me why you gave me that answer.
I really don't know why I gave you that answer.
Well, there's no wrong answer, right? But I figured that you would say because women don't get paid enough, right? And I'm a big stickler on talking about women don't get paid enough in sports. And I do think tables will turn. However, if you want to continue a job and you want to do it in a professional level, just know that under one roof with the Aces and all the other WNBA teams, there's medical field, there's doctors, there's lawyers, there's accountants, there's restaurants, there's so many different fields under one roof. So if it is something that you're thinking of, don't count out being a professional without being a player, because you also can still be a professional without being a player. But again, I just really want to see why, and I thought it was because of the pay. I do think the landscape of the women's game will change. And Addie, you did say that you wouldn't mind it, so I want you to just keep that in mind as well. And like I've said many times on this show, girls, shoot for the moon, because even if you fall short, you'll still be amongst the stars. All right?
So, ladies, if there was one female athlete that you could meet, who would it be? In any sport, doesn't have to be basketball.
To faces.
An athlete.
Oh, it doesn't have to be an athlete. Okay, Pat
great
Summit.
answer.
That would have been a great answer. Great answer.
Who would I have wanted to meet? Gonna keep it easy. Caitlin Clark. Just gonna keep it easy.
There you go.
All right.
Speaking of the money changing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's about to happen.
Oh yeah. No
She's
doubt.
going to do for the WNBA what Tiger Woods did for golf.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
No doubt about it.
Totally agree with that. Guys, 3P, Mr. Jerry Williams. Some of you consider him, what do they call you?
I've heard the word polarizing.
Polarizing.
I get that a lot. It's not as bad now that I'm getting older.
Right.
Because a lot of people just blow me off, so I don't get a chance to make them mad anymore.
Well, Jerry Williams and I have had a great relationship over the years. A lot of you may have heard of a breaking up that we had, which we did, but we're adults, and we can still talk as adults. And I love this man, and I love what he represents, and I'm so proud of you for keep on pecking at it, getting to your destiny where you deserve to be. You've done a great job with the young ladies. You never not have done a great job, and I just love the way, you stand by what you live for, and you walk in that destiny as you should. And
Yes, sir.
these girls are a prime example for it. Lainey, Addie, thank you for joining. We have one more commercial break. Go ahead and make someone word during this break, and please share. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
This is so much more open and lively than I think we're used to.
Food, entertainment, everything was great.
Amazing time, really amazing time. It's a great family outing. There's tons of vendors, plenty of food to eat.
You got to see it.
There's music, there's laughter, there's all of these amazing things just going on wherever you look and turn.
We plan to come back every year as long as I can.
We should never lose sight of our health. To keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference. So we can all continue to move forward together.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey! Hey! We got this thing going. Welcome back to Exigent Sports. Co-host Darren Osborne and Coach DJ right here, your host of Exigent Sports. Thank you all for joining in. Darren, you're an Oak Ridge High School graduate. Went on to play a little bit of college. Did you play in sports in college? You just did.
Nah,
you
I didn't
just
play no sports
straight
in college.
academics. But you did play sports at Oak Ridge High School.
I did play basketball.
And you ran track. Did you run track?
No, didn't run track.
Just basketball. No football?
Nope, never played football for Oak Ridge.
But you played for Carringer.
I did play for Chuck Carringer.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
Oh man, you walk in, that practice schedule was detailed like Coach K at Duke.
Yeah.
Down to the minute when we were going to change to the next drill and everything. Extremely detailed.
Did that help you at all in life, moving forward?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I still stay in contact with him and run into him from time to time and everything. And I always say, thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Tell him I said hello.
I will.
And I've talked about Coach Carringer on this show a lot of times where I didn't realize that it didn't matter how good of a player I was. It was about representing that logo, that OR logo. Yeah. And at those times, I probably wouldn't have been the best representative of the OR logo. And I don't believe I didn't make it because of talent. I do believe I was a Yahoo. And I didn't make it because I was Yahoo. So make sure you tell him I said hello.
Okay.
And thank you for helping me understand, because I wouldn't want nobody wearing the Exigent Sports. And that,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I heard you don't want nobody under you that's a Yahoo wearing your brand, right?
Exactly.
I didn't understand that as a kid.
Exactly.
So, and that's what I try to get across to the people here. So that's sort of what we do. We do that here. We've been excited and anticipating you to come on, so thank you very much for actually coming on the show. But you left Oak Ridge High School and you went on to
UT Chattanooga.
Yeah.
The Mocs.
Yeah. Then what did you major in there?
So started out in finance. I ended up switching over to sports management, thinking I was going to be the next Jerry Maguire and go down to Atlanta, be a sports agent and show me the money.
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up actually getting my degree in, is the sports management.
Wow.
But then lo and behold, life happened. Had a kid, came back home to Oak Ridge, and actually was depositing my graduation checks and spoke to my old boss at a credit union I worked at while I was in high school, and offered me a job to come back.
Yeah, and you've been there ever since.
Yeah, imagine that. Ended up in finance.
Exactly. Right?
Still, yeah.
Right? But it all was a love for sports. It was all came from a passion of being in sports. You went to college, wound up being in sports management from finance. Got your degree in sports management.
Yep.
Now, it's 90% of people don't actually work in the field that they got there. Is that true?
I've found it to be the case that a lot of people don't end up in the field that they actually field of study with in college.
Yeah. I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
And I've heard that so many different times over the years. But you've been able to be successful. You've raised a great young man who plays sports for Oak Ridge High School.
Yes,
and
he was much better than I was.
Yeah, super athlete.
Yes,
super athlete, but a better kid.
Yeah.
I never heard any Yahoo stuff about your boy when he was in school. Took care of business, and he went on to play, not play ball, but he went on to college as well.
Yep. He's currently just finished his sophomore year at MTSU.
Okay.
Actually surprised us and came home yesterday and let us know that he's back on the dean's list again. So
Nice. And he came from sports.
Yeah, came from sports.
Yeah, but he doesn't do any sports there.
No, he was like, Dad, I'm tired. I just want to be a student.
Absolutely, Which will carry him to further directions in life. So shout out to DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
DJ. Shout out to DJ. Now, Darren, at this part of the show, this is my favorite part of the show. This part is where we do the word of the day.
Okay.
The word of the day is my absolutely most favorite part of the show because we get to tell people words, some that never heard of before, some may have.
Okay.
But then it puts some, a different word in your membrane that you use on the day-to-day, all right?
Okay.
So drum roll with me, please.
Okay.
Word of the day. The word of the day is zush. Zush is a verb. To zush is to improve its flavor on its appearance by the way of a small improvement, adjustment, or addition. And I like to use that in a sentence. Co-host Darren Osborne of Exigent Sports likes to zush up his suits with the fresh pair of Jordans.
Yes, I do. I absolutely do like to keep a fresh pair of Jordans on with my suit and everything. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do.
So that's your zush. That's how you spice it up. Your addition, how you get pizzazz to it, add some little flavor to it, is with your Jordan. So to use zush in a sentence, that's how we'll use that.
I like it. I'm keeping that in my pocket.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Keep that one in my pocket.
And that was specially for you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on, Darren. Tell us a little bit about what you do today.
So today, ironically that you invited me today, I'm actually celebrating my 7-year work anniversary at Mortgage Investors Group. I'm a mortgage lender, so helping people purchase their homes or refinance their homes. We are, our office is located at 113 Lafayette Drive. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm currently doing and probably where I see myself continuously doing for my career. It's been very fulfilling. I really didn't know when I got into the business what I was doing. I didn't even have an experience really, and actually made a post about that today. But I learned, I studied, I stuck with it. There was definitely some days, some long days. There was some nights that I, questioned myself. Is this the right thing? Is this what I want to do? But I kept going back. I was blessed with some great mentors in the business that took me under their wing and taught me things, and stepped out on my own and just been going ever since.
Absolutely. Yeah. Still with that Jerry Guerra mentality, though, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. And you said 7 years you're celebrating your company?
7 years today.
Wow. So what is your status at your company today? From where did you start?
So actually when I started out, it was a new department that they had just created, a digital consumer interface. A fancy name for a call center agent taking applications.
I love it.
In a cubicle with a headset on. That's literally where I started out at and everything, and just studied, passed my mortgage lending exam the first try, and everything, and one of the mentors there at the company took me under her wings for 2 years. Shout out to Jackie Gonzalez Pullen for that, and she taught me the business and everything, and just kept going from there and everything.
And where are you at now? What is your status today?
So status, I'm a loan officer with MIG. So that's what the jobs pay the bills and everything. And then in addition to that, I serve as president of the Knoxville Mortgage Bankers Association.
Wow.
So it doesn't pay, but
right.
It's definitely brought other other benefits and everything to my career, and it's fulfilling as well and
Nice.
everything. So just
Nice.
helping people become homeowners and everything. It's a great
How
thing.
can they get a hold of you? I got about 15 seconds here.
You can get a hold of me. You can contact me at the office, 865-482-8910, or you can go to my website, www.closewithoz.com.
Yes, and that's OZ with Oz,
That's
right?
OZ with Oz, yeah.
And I've seen him work miracles. He's even helped me to figure out how I need to do things myself, you know, what order it needs to happen, how everything needs to work out. Highly suggest you reach out to Darren Osborne. Those guys down at MIGN are doing great things, and they're you know, locally helping the community and the sports as well. I see them do a lot of things for the sport. So thank you guys for joining the show. My new co-host for the day, co-host Darren Osborne, and myself, Coach DJ Pendergrass. Until next Wednesday, have a blessed night.